checking connection.
Oh, you didn't check your connection, no?
Hi! There's nobody there, right?
I think there are some people.
Alright, so
Hello! Hi everyone.
how's it going? Alright, we're live on Instagram as well. Hello everyone. 1,000 kilometers! So, we are excited to celebrate with all of you guys. And if you have any questions for us, send them in.
Yeah,
Let
we
us
are
know.
at Jetwing Kandruketa. I think for
Kaduru.
Kadruketa.
Kadurukete.
I think for everyone on YouTube, we're still in Putlam, I think.
Yes.
So, hi from the future.
Yes. You'll be with us soon enough. We're just finding it a little difficult to edit on the go and get out the vlogs daily. But they're definitely coming in faster than once a week, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
hopefully.
over the next few days, we're going to be knocking out a few more, 1 or 2 back to back, I think. And so you will have the content very soon. Thank you for being patient with us, and I really hope you guys are enjoying the series so far.
Awesome, we've got some people on board.
Yep.
Hi Shenuka, hi Shapi, hi Azim.
Hi.
But all those over there.
Hello, guys. Travel with Uday. Hi, travelers. Yes. Thank you. We are excited. We can't even believe, to be honest, that 1,000 kilometers has elapsed. It just happened without even realizing, because on the daily, we're just trying to get from point A to B.
Yeah.
And that really takes away the whole, which is a good lesson in life, guys. When you have big things that you need to accomplish, forget about the big thing and focus on the tiny things that will get you there. And that's kind of what this journey has also been like for us, where, it's tough to wake up in the morning, and it's tough to get out there and cycle for
Film.
5 hours and film and do all of that. And just the thought, the first few days when we did it, we were like, oh my god, we have to do this for 35 days, that's crazy. But then you just keep doing it, and you realize that if you just keep doing it, not only does it get easier, you actually can, cross a whole country or cycle around an entire country by just continuously repeating that activity.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Mic volume is low. Okay, I think we'll have to talk a bit louder.
Oh, this is much faster. It says live video paused.
Sorry guys, a few technical difficulties. We're not in our studio, which is all set up for this, unfortunately, so
yeah,
bit harder, and the internet is not the fastest.
Yeah.
But let us know.
We wanted to do it soon. We didn't want to wait until we got back, because that's going to be quite some time.
Yeah, we'll probably do one when we get back.
We'll
also
do a proper one when we get back as well, but we haven't done a live in a very long time, actually, so it's interesting. And actually, I haven't done a live on Instagram ever.
Yeah?
Well, I've done one live stream by myself when we were in Thailand in Vietnam? Yeah, when we went to Bangkok waterfall, just randomly.
Okay. Cool. So we'll be taking some questions with regards, I think.
Is there any questions coming in from YouTube?
Yeah. Where is your mic? Keep it close and loud.
Is it my mic that's the problem?
I think both mics.
Can you hear us both well, or is it one of us? Who else this over?
That can't be right, no?
I think it says live video pause, Shehaan.
Maybe that's mine.
No, it's your account, and when you're watching it says pause, but then you might Have bad internet now.
So,
Okay, we need your feedback, guys. We need you to tell us if you can hear us and
if
if
the
everything is
internet is
okay.
good,
Yeah.
unfortunately our internet is not the greatest, so we can't even see.
Yeah.
But
Right
we
now we are in Vellavaya, which is the first stop inland after we finish East Coast.
yeah. So we've been doing the East Coast for the last 1.5 weeks,
Yeah.
and
And
yeah,
the East Coast has been very interesting because it's the part of the country that's not developed as much as the rest of the tourism destinations. It's also the part that a lot of tourists don't really go to, which means that you get to see, you have a very unique opportunity to see Sri Lanka in a very interesting stage that in another 10 years you won't get to experience. It's
Yeah.
kind of like what the South and the West would have been like maybe 30 years ago.
yeah.
So,
So, first question, I think that's a good one. Adrian Klaas has asked us, favorite city experience thus far?
city.
Yeah, so like off the stops.
I don't know about city. I mean,
Okay.
I love Jaffna.
Yeah,
But for me, this recent road that we took from Lahugalla to Monragala Vellavaya, one of the most beautiful stretches that I have ever experienced. I mean, I'm sure I have driven down it before, but it's a whole different feeling when you're cycling down these green corridors of like just lush forest and
yeah,
just beautiful.
yeah. For me, as a city and an experience, I think Batiklo was very interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
We were not expecting to do much while we were there, and then, this whole trip has been just people, a lot of you guys telling us, hey, go check this out, hey, go talk to these people. And Betty was just mind blowing for us because
Yeah, and
we did
it's
so many cool things, and that vlog is going to be awesome.
yeah, and it's funny because we've been to Betty before by ourselves and we couldn't like we tried to put together a vlog and we couldn't find enough information. But this time we had so many people, locals and people from the community helping us out, and that's when we really started discovering everything Betty has to offer. So this vlog is going to be really special, and we would love to go back and do like a full deep
Yeah.
dive vlog. We have a question here from who is this? Who is this? Who is it? It's gone.
Okay. So Upul Kumar has asked, what is the best trail you rode? So I think Chanel answered that her favorite one was
The Lahugalla.
the Lahugala to Monaragala stretch.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also because not only because it's beautiful, but also because of the way the roads are. It's so fun to ride downhill on them, and especially when you have the electric, the payoff is like much less. You're less tired. And also somebody asked when we're going to be in Gaul. We will be in Gaul soon, within the next week and a half or so.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be in Gaul soon.
All right, we're getting a lot of questions here on YouTube. Okay, so next Upuli Jayasinghe said, what place are you excited to visit that you have not yet visited in Sri Lanka?
Oh, I have an answer to this question, and I have been on Shehaan's case for years about this. I really want to visit Mimure.
I figured you'd say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Knuckles for me. Well, I
Yeah.
guess that's close by. But
Yeah.
Knuckles, Mimure, that are definitely a part of the country we are waiting to experience.
Yep.
Okay, next question from Sasanga. Shehaan, did you find your dream biryani? I mean, I found some good biryani so far, but
You really like the one in Kilinochi.
yeah, there was a good one in Kilinochi, but honestly, I think Colombo has the best biryanis because you have all the different types of biryanis. So I'm yet to be like mind
Blown
blown.
away,
Yeah,
yeah.
blown away by something I haven't tried before.
Sherry, I believe Sherry had asked how many more days of traveling, Aki? We have about 2 weeks more. I think we're falling behind time a little bit. We plan to do this in 35 days, but we're probably going to be overdue a few days as well now.
Yeah. All right. Next question. What's the response we have got from Harin and team from the tourist board?
We have not
Zero.
heard anything
Honestly,
from them.
I think they're never going to see this Q&A, so I think we can just be straight up with everyone. It is quite disappointing, honestly. that we've had, I think, over 1 million views on the series so far. Thousands of people sharing different pieces of content. Zero recognition from our own tourist board, which is kind of strange. But honestly, what we realize is,
We know
we
we never did any of this hoping to get the recognition from the tourist board, of course.
or anyone.
And we have never worked with the tourist board, and none of the work that we have done for Sri Lanka has been sponsored or influenced by the tourist board. Everything has been done by us with the help of the private sector, like the hotels, and the people that really supported us was actually the hotel sector. So it's not that we are like asking for recognition, but it
Yeah,
would be
but
cool if you're like a little, hey, good job guys,
and
like,
it
keep
would
going.
be super. It would be super beneficial also, because a campaign like this, I mean, at the moment it's only our reach, but if the tourism board was to get behind it and really promote it, get international agencies to promote it, obviously it would have far greater reach and far greater impact. So it's kind of sad, but we've never really expected much from them,
Yeah.
and we continue to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Shenuka's here. Hi, Shenuka.
Hi.
Would language be a problem for foreign travelers?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Because
definitely not.
it's definitely in the west and south coast, it's not going to be a problem. Everyone can manage like English, and they
Yeah,
can manage to
and
communicate. And like you were going to say, I know you were going to
yeah,
say this.
and
We felt like we were tourists that couldn't speak the language in the north and the east, because unfortunately, I'm very sad to say this, we don't speak Tamil, but we understand, and we were able to speak a few words. And it's really, really amazing when you sit down at a cafe and we don't speak Tamil, and they don't speak Sinhala or English, but we managed to have an entire conversation about what we are doing, where we are
yeah,
going, where we got our bicycles from, and how many kilometers it can do. This whole conversation happens with us understanding a few words from their language, and just
yeah,
a bit of sign language. Yes.
yeah. And
So
I think for a foreign tourist also, I think that would be part of the experience they're looking for when they come to a country like this.
yeah.
To have these experiences where language might be a problem.
But language is really not a problem anymore with things like Google Translate. It's quite possible to move around
Yep.
and get things done.
Yeah.
What other questions?
Why don't you look through
I
Instagram?
am, but it's a bit slow.
Thank you, Tharushi. Do you guys have to? Okay, do you guys have to pay for the hotels, or are they sponsored? So one of our main sponsors is Jetwings. So all the hotels that we're with, they are sponsored, and then there are a few other hotels that have been, just bartered.
Yeah.
However, most of the other hotels, the smaller places we're staying at, we are paying and staying. We kind of wanted to get an overall experience, and honestly, this campaign is so tiring for us
We're
that
exhausted.
we've now come to the point where we're like, we'd rather just pay and stay at a hotel than go to do like sponsored content, because that's even more work for us. And right now, it's a lot of work.
I think Anisha just said that live stream keeps pausing on Instagram.
So maybe just drop them a message and say join. All right. So next questions. So Sarang has asked how many kilograms were lost during this
this
journey.
is hilarious.
Yeah. Why don't you answer?
I feel like we have gained a few kilos on this trip. I don't know why. I like to say that I've put on some muscles on my leg, which I have, but we've also put on in a few other areas, and we can only pin it down to the amount of rice that we're eating. At the first part of the journey, I was eating rice and curry every day because I enjoyed trying the different varieties of rice and curry. Then the hotels have really been, putting their best dishes forward for us, so we can't say no. So in total, I think we have evened out at about maybe like plus or minus one.
I think I'm +3 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm about plus 1 kg at the moment. But guys, it's just muscle, okay? My legs are rock hard at the moment.
Yeah. Pujita Lakshan, can you review your shooting rig? Yeah, we're going to do that. I think we'll do that when we get back to Colombo, where we'll
With a
like
better connection
and all of that, and like a proper video about that. We've actually got an article on our website where you can see all our gear. There's a proper review there, and There are affiliate links, so if you do purchase anything, go through those. It helps us.
Well, I'm just gonna put up a story
Yeah.
asking the Instagram folks to join on YouTube.
Yeah, sure. Prabhat Vanasinger said, "Can you tell us how someone can start working on traveling for life? What to consider?" Okay, so I'll answer this question as doing this. Uh, so it is a very tough thing to do. You can't only travel. You need to have another skill that you can work and give you the money that will enable you to travel like this. So like for us, for example, we, even though like it looks like on YouTube that we are just traveling and doing this, we are always making videos for the hotels, for other brands, to kind of finance this whole thing. So yes, it is possible. It is quite tough. I would recommend having a buffer of at least 6 months savings before you get into it, because it's very tough at the start. It can be done, but it is very tough, and you need to be smart about how you go about it, I guess. Okay. Now, with your experience you are given, can you assure recommendation to foreign tourists if they were to travel like you through SL? Is it really safe? It is definitely safe. Honestly, even we were
Was a bit scared,
were a
yeah.
bit scared when we were leaving. Everyone in Colombo told us, you know, it's not going to be safe. You need to be careful.
Watch your things. I mean,
Watch
you
your
should
thing.
watch your
You
things.
should look after your things. But honestly, we felt so safe everywhere we've been. It's been so nice.
I felt more safe outstation than I did in Colombo. That's for sure. People are so much more nicer. Even when we stop at a cyber kade to eat, they will be like, "Don't worry, like you can lock your bike, but don't worry, I will watch it for you." You know, like the guy who's making roti will like keep an eye on the bike for us so that we can eat peacefully. So like, it's less of
Yeah.
that
You kind of almost
situation.
feel strange, like we, out of habit, are locking our bikes everywhere we do it, but it feels so strange to do it because it feels like you are distrusting these
Them,
people.
yeah, I feel so weird
And
to
they
do it.
look at us real funny because they all come in their bikes and they'll just leave it and come and sit and eat and whatever, and we are locking our stuff. So it is definitely safe. Honestly, for a traveler, it's such a beautiful experience to cycle through Sri Lanka. We can't recommend it even more. Of course, what we are doing is a bit tough,
Yeah.
but a shorter version
Sorry, guys.
definitely is recommended. Let's just focus on YouTube.
Yeah, we're getting a Regency Varia is
Ah,
called.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let me just.
Just tell everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Okay. How's the EGB search going? There is no EGB search on this trip, guys.
Yeah. Wow, he's an OG follower.
Yeah. Tech question: how are you guys managing storage with all the high quality content? So we have two 1 TB SSDs. So far we're down 1.5 TB, and I have another one back in Colombo which I might get sent to us somewhere on the south coast
Yeah.
and move one of these back. But yeah,
But
it's
we're also being like really this thing about what and how we shoot. I get scolded on a daily basis that the Chanel cam is recording way too much footage. So we're trying. I'm trying.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's tough. We're filming with 4
Yeah.
cameras on this
And
series.
Shehaan has a lot of anxiety about deleting footage that we
Yeah.
haven't used or that we have used. Even you're a bit anxious about
Yeah,
it
and
because
usually we do a double backup, but
yeah,
this trip, unfortunately, we are not doing a double backup. So I'm really on pins
yeah,
until we get back to Colombo and we can do a double backup.
yeah. But yeah, we're
But
managing. We'll probably get it sent if we need
yeah,
it.
I think we should be good.
Can you see all these questions?
There are so many.
There's, you missed a few.
We'll
What
have
happened for an assignment? Are you going to visit new countries? Yeah, we will definitely visit new
So
countries.
the question was what happened to our foreign assignment. So actually, I think we should tell people like how this came. This whole trip also happened as a result of us being in Thailand at the time, seeing what
Yeah.
was happening here.
And the thing is, like, for us, how we always made like big decisions is that we tend to remove ourselves from Sri Lanka, and then like for us, the place has become Thailand where we go to kind of have a different perspective. And I think this time also, what it really did was it removed us from the situation at home where everything is happening, and we didn't plan it because our main plan for this year
Was
was
to
we were
go.
like, hey, so COVID is kind of over now, so I don't think people need us to be here right now, so we can focus on foreign travel. So that's why we finally came around to Dubai and Thailand. And when we were there, all of this started happening, but we had a very interesting perspective because we got to see what was happening while not being there at that moment. And I think that helped us to make some decisions on how we wanted to deal with that situation, or what we would do if we go back to help the situation.
Definitely.
Because you're not drowning in the situation at the time, you get to look at it and think, how can I help?
Yeah.
So we had this idea then, and we thought, okay, we should go back now and we should do this as soon as we can. Of course, we came back, and it took us about 3 months to prepare for this.
Yeah. 1.5 months, or I think now it's been 3 months since
Yeah.
we're back. But yeah, I mean, we'd love to get back to the foreign assignments, but saying that, we will, even if we do more foreign work, we will always come back to Sri Lanka and do stuff on Sri Lanka. Like,
Yeah.
it'll always be a mix of both.
I think Sri Lanka will always be
Our
our
base,
core. Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
on the channel, but it'll be interesting
We've
to
got
see
some
how it
great
goes.
response on our Thailand series as
Yeah.
well, actually. So it's going to be interesting. I just feel like it didn't, it was just bad timing as well.
Yeah.
But we'll try again next time. When we went to Dubai, we had the whole like the unpinning of the rupee and all of that, and then things were a bit shaky
Yeah.
in Thailand. So maybe the next international expedition,
Will be a bit smoother.
yeah, smoother.
But it was good. All right, next question. Amrik, is it true Shehaan uses 38 hair products? No, I use 0. Travel with Vibe.
Hey!
Hello, travelers.
Hi, travelers!
We're waiting for you guys to come to Panadura.
Yeah, so Travel with Wife live in Panadura, and they've been telling us that they are going to give us, come out with a board saying
Yeah.
Hashadel and Shehaan.
A grand welcome. So
Grand
we're excited
welcome.
for that, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Could you please show us how you fit everything from your clothes onto a bike?
Oh, this is going to be interesting. So we're
Yeah.
actually doing a bike review.
Yeah.
It'll be coming out soon,
That'll-
and in that video,
We will show you how
we'll
that
show you
do
how,
that.
how and what we have packed.
Yeah. And yes, we are doing laundry.
We've
so
done laundry like about 3 times
3 or
now.
4 times.
3 or 4 times, yeah.
And we're carrying very minimum. I'm carrying 5 pieces of clothing
Shehaan has sacrificed clothes in
because
order
I
to
need the
carry
gear.
his
So
gear.
I had to choose like between the gimbal
Yeah.
and the lens, and I've got
The
a drone.
yeah.
So
I have more clothes than him, but less than usual for sure. But
Yeah.
life is much more simpler with less clothes. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much.
yeah,
Like I
and
get
we're out of Colombo, so no one really judges you on what you wear, and we're in a new city always. So
yeah.
it's
And I
fine,
just feel
and-
like people see our bags. They know we don't have space to carry a lot of clothes. It's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
Praneeth, I'd like to visit SL again, but I was told that the COVID numbers are rising.
I'm not.
That's kind of a hard one.
Yeah, I just feel like this is a very sensitive topic also. But
Yeah.
these numbers, they just keep coming in
And
and
the-
out of the news. And
There
as
are
somebody
there are
who's
other reasons for them also.
yeah,
You feel?
and I also feel like as people who are now like on the ground and traveling around the country, like you don't see or hear anything about it. Like people are just here, and I feel like people have developed very good habits of like cleanliness and sanitation and stuff.
Yeah.
From that, the hotels are maintaining those things. Yeah, just Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's. I have not heard about this. So.
Yeah, Sasank has said, when you guys planned this trip, was there a threshold as to how long you guys would cycle in one day?
Well, I firmly told Shehaan that we will not be cycling past 9 a.m. because I did not want to get fried in the sun, and I said I'm not going to do this trip if I'm going to be like exhausted and sweating and dehydrated at noon. And to be honest, we managed pretty well the first few days, but I think there were a few stretches like when we were doing Puttalam to Jaffna that we had to push past. So there have been 1 or 2 days, like today actually we were cycling at 11:30, very bad, right? 12,
Yeah.
very bad. You want to be out at that time. But it's been okay.
Yeah, I think on average we're cycling like 60 to 70 kilometers a day,
Yeah.
which is very comfortable. But there are a few stretches, because we're getting late, we try to do like more, and then we end up doing 120, 110.
As long as we
That gets a
start
bit tiring.
early, we can finish by latest 10:30, and that's completely fine. But the problems start when you're in like elephant territory, and then you need to start a bit later so you avoid like bumping into elephants like early
Yeah.
hours of the morning, which is what we've been doing the past few days.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice question. Asela Disanaka has said, what do you think about Sri Lanka when you move out from Colombo to rural areas from an opportunity perspective available for rural people to stand up in their lives? So so my honest opinion on this is that the opportunities outside of Colombo are vast, and you see it. It's just the
And-
sad situation is that, sorry,
Yeah, continue.
the sad thing is that for the people in these rural areas, they do not have enough exposure and knowledge to make the most of these opportunities.
However, I would like to interject and say that even in these communities, there is the 1 or 2 people who have found, oh, I can sell this product, oh, I can provide this service that nobody is doing here. And they are really like, they're doing a really great job.
Yeah.
So even though we are in Colombo and we don't see massive like successful like
Stories
coming out of that, there are like when
Yeah,
we went
like Jaffna.
Yeah.
There's so much going on in Jaffna. Like,
not even Jaffna, even when we went to this
yeah, the east, Betty.
east, the small town that we went to, and they were saying how like the yogurt production guy and those QA officers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of
Ampar.
Ampar area. There's a lot of like people who are doing like
Yeah,
making
I
good
think-
money and
I think the previous generation unfortunately lagged behind because they were entirely dependent on the education system. But I think our generation is really excelling even in the rural areas because everyone has the internet.
yeah.
Jaffna is going to be like has the best chance of being, if at all, the Silicon Valley of Sri Lanka. Like,
Yeah, the amount of young people who are into tech there is so encouraging.
freelancers working out of Jaffna, doing all these jobs. They're bringing in so much of dollars in Jaffna, and
Yeah.
like I can't believe no one.
Is talking about it or
talking about it.
supporting the community. They're all just community driven there.
It's fabulous, honestly.
Yeah,
like
it's
everyone
really great
we've
stuff.
been meeting there is doing some really cool stuff. So, yeah, I think our generation, opportunities are plenty. It's much better to be outside of Colombo, I would think, in another 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Cost of living is cheaper, work environment could be far better, and opportunities will be the same for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, I can see the questions here.
Must be to keep space for the hair products. Okay, so how many flat tires have you had so far? So interestingly, touch wood, just one.
It wasn't a flat tire per se, like
It was
you
a
know.
puncture.
Yeah, so on the tube only. So my tire is good, luckily, and we just got it patched up.
Patched up, yeah. We were really scared about that at the start. What would happen if we had a patch in some remote part of the country, and thankfully, it's been good.
Yes. Someone has said if you are thinking of traveling to Europe, I recommend Italy. It's everything like Sri Lanka, from beaches to mountains to ancient ruins to vineyards.
We want to do a vlog and we have an idea of what we want to do. we'd reach out to a bunch of people and say, hey, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, and I think like we have this, like I think even us in the beginning, we had a kind of like a fear of rejection, where you're just like, oh, they'll think it's very bold of us to think that they would want to work with us. Should we reach out to them? There's no harm, and you'd be so surprised at how many people value your work that you think that they wouldn't even. So just reach out, send your media kits, send your rates, send your work to them, show them an example of what you can do for
Planning,
bikes.
even with editing, you know, there's so much of like planning in the background that happen to be able to sort of film like this and edit like this. So yeah, I think about 2 months planning for this.
Can you go on a hike to Piduru Talagala mountain? Yes, we can. We haven't gone yet, no? Piduru Talagala is where again?
I'm not
Which
sure.
one is that?
I'm not sure.
Oopsie. We will go there, don't worry. We have Adam Speak on the list as well.
Hi Januki. Januki has said, I'm 15 years old and I love traveling a lot. I love watching your
Yes, Janaki only asked about the Piduru Talagala.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Do you wash clothes at every location? No, Fatima, we don't. But it's okay because, you know, this is a bit of a rough and tough kind of journey. So we
Yeah.
kind of wait till we get to like a Jetwing hotel and then we do our laundry here.
Yeah.
So we just did our last batch of laundry at Jetwing Surf. So we are set now. We are
Yeah.
good for another week or so. I have enough clothes at
Yeah.
least.
And basically, like, we have like fresh clothes for when we're at the hotel, but we have like 4 to 5 like cycling kits,
Yes.
and we just use that over and over again a few times
Yeah.
without washing. But like, you know, anyways, you're sweating and
Your mom is going to freak out when she hears you say that.
yeah. Yeah, guys, we're kind of used to this by now, so it's not a big issue.
Yeah.
Deepan has said, when will you come to Jaffna? We have already come to Jaffna. We shot an amazing, I think we've shot 2 vlogs there, and it's awesome. It's going to be really fun vlogs. I think we need to tell everyone, you know, we're really sorry that the vlogs didn't happen as we intended. We were hoping we'd be able to release them. I was hoping we'd be able to release them at least 3 a week.
Yeah.
But this is so exhausting. Like it's
And we
really
only
tough.
have one laptop between the two of us because I actually was very anxious about nervous about carrying too much weight. I didn't want to get tired and I didn't want it to be harder than it was. So I packed very light and I told Shehaan I'm probably not going to carry a backpack on me. I didn't want any back pains in the middle of being exhausted and panting for breath. So we decided anyway we would only carry one laptop, and his is the lighter, more portable one. Mine's a bit more on the heavier side anyways. And that has made most of the workload fall on you actually. I would just do like a few things here and there when you're sleeping. But that is also another reason why we can't get the videos up any faster, because there's only like one laptop and we can only edit one video at a time. So we have been taking a few more few breaks here and there in between. We will take another break in Yala where Shehaan will be able to knock
Edit,
out a
yeah.
few more videos. But they're coming, guys, and we are really grateful that you are patiently waiting for them.
Yeah, and trust me, it's really, really good stuff. It's such an awesome series. I really wish we had thought to like have another editor with us to kind of do it.
Happy Clips wants to know, sorry.
Yeah.
Happy Clips wants to know if we had dinner. No, we actually need to have dinner after this. Potential cycling series covering the central areas of Sri Lanka. This is the thing, Sarita. We are thinking about this, and we were thinking the way we would do it is we would get our bikes, which by the way you can put your bikes on the train and you can go anywhere. So if you want to take your bike to Arugambe, just get on a train, or to Jaffna, get on a train, put your bike on, and then you can go there and ride around that town, come back as well. So cycling around Sri Lanka is way more doable than you think. You don't have to cycle from A to B. You can just take your bicycle with you to a location on a train, which makes it even more accessible. So we will do that probably, and we will take our bikes uphill, probably to like the highest point, which would be like Nuarelia or maybe a little higher if it's possible. And then we would slowly ride down and explore all of the areas. That's kind of another plan that we have. But before we do any more cycling trips, I need like a 1 month break. Yeah. I need about a week to catch up on all this sleep also.
Yeah.
So,
Rushen Vikramartha said, how do you guys find the energy to cycle 60 kilometers a day while shooting content and edit them?
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know
We
really.
honestly don't know.
I
We
think the
just
first,
we've committed to this, so now
yeah, the first 3 to 4 days, honestly, I was just like, oh my god, what have we got ourselves into? Because it was so much.
yeah.
And you know, we've got sponsors, so we have to deliver these things, and it is really tough. But like now, it's just become a routine
Yeah.
to do it like this. And unfortunately, we haven't been able to upload as fast,
But we've
like we
got some
said.
great stuff.
But the content is there. The
Yeah.
footage is phenomenal.
But I
the
won't lie, guys.
experiences.
Like I feel like after Kilinochchi and onwards, by the time we reached the East Coast, we are quite tired, and like we have been taking more breaks. And I think that like as much as we would like to do like 110% every single place we go to, sometimes it's physically and mentally not possible for us to do that.
Yeah.
And like we are always making a note of things and saying we are gonna come back here to do a dedicated vlog. So this entire series is kind of like a recce for us around the coast as well, and we've already made a note. So
There is good stuff. I
there's
think
really great
in
stuff.
terms of
But
vlog,
like we are perfectionists to the point where we want to do like the best job for every town we stop. But that's not possible. It's
yeah,
physically and mentally not possible
there
at
were
this
such
point.
great opportunities to do some stuff all around,
Yeah.
but we had to really pick and choose. And like now, it's come to a point where we're just
Yeah.
like super exhausted.
Tuski has said, "Hi Shannon and Shehaan, congratulations and wishes for another 1,000 kilometers." Thanks, Tuski.
Thank you.
And Timal has asked, "Hi guys, can I get a bit more info on how you take the bike via train? We haven't done it yet, but we've heard it's possible. So we'll let you know when we know. At the moment, we are not. We don't have any hard facts on that for you. Maybe you can promote cycling to foreigners as an adventure to do in Sri Lanka." Absolutely, and I think that we hope that this series will be picked up by foreign travelers, and it might open their eyes to the fact that this is something that you can do. Because already we have quite a few cycling tourists that come. Like we heard about a German family that showed up here with their 2 kids. One was like about 8 years old, and the other one was even younger and was on like a trailer sort of. And the parents rode from the airport to Vilpattu to stay in Vilpattu.
Yeah.
And they rode through the place that had elephants also, by the way, the road. And so yeah, there's definitely a market for it. There's a lot of bike packing tourists that are already looking for places, and I think we can place ourselves as a bike packing location. And bike packing tourists are not backpacking tourists. Bike packing is a bit more expensive. Your bike, your gear, all of that already costs a lot. So these kind of tourists would possibly be staying at like higher end hotels,
Yeah.
things like that.
And
so it's a good fit.
You know, one thing we've realized, we've been traveling Sri Lanka for the last 4 years. We do it like
Professionally.
Professionally, and we've
As in, like, for 4 years we've done it professionally, but we've been traveling most of our lives.
yeah, and you know, we've been to all these places that we've gone on this trip, but the experience
So
cycling
much more different.
is so different because you interact with everyone. You don't just interact with the people at the hotel or your driver or the person, the vendor at the tourism thing. You interact with the common man, like selling tea by the side of the road, the person selling food, like just some random uncle who stops and talks to you. And it really gives you a much better understanding of the people of the country and how warm and hospitable they are.
People are very hospitable. There have been multiple times, and you'll see this in the upcoming vlogs, that we have been stopped and people want to just talk, and people
Offer
want to,
us
they're
tea.
like, really, you're cycling out Sri Lanka? Why don't you come in? Have like, we got stopped outside a school because the teacher was like interested in what we're doing, And then the principal came out and said, please come and have a cup of tea with us. We got stopped by like a tractor driver, and he had a bunch of people on it, and they spoke to us, and he was like, come to our house, we'll get you guys a cup of tea. If you have 5 minutes, it's it's our
Yeah.
pleasure and stuff. And it's been really, really heartwarming, to be
Yeah.
honest. You really feel the soul of people, or like
Yeah.
the essence of
Sri
Sri
Lanka.
Lanka when you travel like
And that
this.
is something we should be promoting, we feel.
Yeah.
Are you coming to Arugambe,
Sorry,
Satish?
Satish,
Yeah,
we already
we were in Arugambe.
we were there. We were
We
in
just came
Arugambe.
from there today.
We didn't do a lot though, because we were just passing by at this point in time, I think. But we will be back again soon.
Yeah, again, even in Arugambe, we were really exhausted.
Viduranga says that biking is quite popular in Europe and it is a better market segment only if the government can see this and develop bike paths. Here's an interesting fact, right? Colombo doesn't have very many bike parks. In fact, towards our last training day in Colombo, I was very excited because I was like, "Oh my God, Shehaan, it's a bike path. A new
Yeah.
bike path near course had appeared." But in towns like Puttalam, in like the northern
Most of the
towns,
roads.
yeah, most of the roads have bike paths. And actually, in the north, there was a lot, because I realized that in the north, people cycle a lot. I don't know why it's not
Yeah.
common in other places, but it's like a
It's
very
more rural, so
yeah, maybe.
so yeah,
So yeah, it exists a lot more outside of
it's
Colombo
a lot
than
better.
yeah.
And Nashali De Silva, congrats, thank you so much. Are you guys looking forward to being back in Colombo?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, honestly.
Yes, because it's always nice to come home and sleep on your own bed and meet like your family and all of
Work
that.
in your own office.
Work
like,
in your own office, of course, and just do home things. Like
Yeah.
as much as we love traveling, I don't know about you, but I like I'm a homebody. I like to be at home also a little bit. Uh, but yeah, but I will definitely get sick of it very soon, and I'd want to get out of Colombo very soon as well. So
Yeah.
it's good to strike a balance.
But
But we
no,
are tired,
no,
yes.
because this is like honestly, guys, like I think it's the best experience we've ever
Yeah.
had.
I mean,
And
I there are
can't think of how we top this.
Yeah, there are moments where I'm just like, oh, like I'd like to be home, but then I think to myself that when I am home, I will definitely think back to this trip and be like, damn, I should have really like experienced it more, because this is probably gonna be like a once in a lifetime thing, maybe for us, like.
Yeah.
And I just really want to soak up every minute of it as I possibly can. So whenever I get that feeling, I'm just like, no, just be present, because I'm not going to get this moment in Jetwing Kaduru Keta again, or I'm not going to have this moment of taking a tuk and going around Batty and
Yeah.
looking at all these amazing things. So I've just been like,
I think that's what's
being
been keeping us going
yeah,
also.
being present and knowing that this is a really, really unique experience. And it's also the fact that we are able to have this experience today because of so many decisions that we have taken over the past 4 years, so many things that we have done to make this career path a possibility, that we can do this trip for 35 odd days. So I'm very grateful for that. And whenever I feel like, oh, I'm tired, or like I kind of want to go home or something, I really just ground myself by thinking about that.
So Brahan has asked, will you visit Jaffna? Yes, we did visit Jaffna. It was amazing. The vlogs will be out. I think it's not the next one, the one after. Hopefully by next week it should be ready. Beautiful experience, adventure guys. Keep up the good work. Lots of compliments. Thank you so much, everyone.
Someone has said that, well done to you guys. I have shown your videos to some of my friends, foreign friends here in Dubai, and they also want to do the same when they travel to Sri Lanka. Hope things will go well in the future. Thank you, Disa. We appreciate you doing that, and I feel like a lot of our foreign, not a lot, but I know we have quite a big foreign audience that have been introduced to our videos by people who live abroad and have been like, hey, look at these guys who are making videos. So we really appreciate you sharing it with your friends and family abroad. It's always very helpful to get the message out.
Yep. Shall we end it? I'm hungry. Sorry guys, we're like super tired and super hungry.
But like we promise we'll do a proper live stream once we
Yeah,
finish.
and we might even like we're thinking of maybe like having a party when we get into Colombo. That's open to everyone to join us. So we'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, I think. Hello, Shehaan. Visit Aruambe.
We already visited Anuradhapura actually, but we will definitely be back for sure. Pujita has asked who edits the videos out of the two of you and what is the mostly used software for editing.
So we usually edit on Premiere. I
Yeah.
mean, we edit on Premiere.
Yeah.
Chanel usually edits all the vlogs.
Yeah.
This series I am editing.
Yeah, because I don't perform well under pressure. But no, I think I do. But I just told Shehaan that look,
Yeah.
if you are expecting me to do daily vlogs, I just am
Yeah.
already wrapping my head around traveling this many kilometers a
Was-
day on a bicycle.
Yeah, it was my idea to do this daily vlogs thing,
Yeah.
and I knew there's no way. Like I knew it was hard enough to convince Chanel to like cycle around the country. So I knew there's no way I could ask her to edit also. Which
I
is
mean,
why
yeah,
I took it up.
he told me like I thought to myself, yeah, I'm going to edit it, and then he's like, we're doing daily vlogs, I'll do the edits. Like he set them right next to each other, and I was like, okay, because I just knew that I needed to have like very minimal mental stress for me to be able to do this trip and be in front of the camera and share it with you guys, and also yeah, that's that. Just a random question: do you guys follow Kara and Nate's YouTube channel? Actually, we have watched a few of Kara and Nate's videos. I don't think you have. No, but I watched their Chiang Mai video actually, the sticky waterfall video ages ago. But we don't follow it like that. We have seen a few of their videos.
All right, I think we will wrap it up now.
Yeah, Shehan's hungry, guys. Our dinner is waiting.
Yeah, we just got here. And yeah, thank you so much,
Thank you
everyone.
for all the questions. Thank you so much for joining.
Please do
with
watch
us.
the rest of the videos.
Yes, hang in there. They're
hang in
coming
there,
out
they're coming
soon.
out,
And thank
you
you
know,
so much for all the support.
even if you don't see it, we'd really appreciate if you remember to come check back once a week at least. There'll always be one once a week. And yeah,
Minimum one once a week.
yeah.
And that's a lot from our channel because we only do one video a week
Yeah.
usually. So
Yeah.
you can expect maybe a little bit more. Yeah.
Awesome.
When's the wedding? Karen Harris, you're like our parents.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening in December.
Yeah, we have to plan that also now.
Yeah, so after this we will go back and then I have to do a lot of planning. Shehaan is not very helpful.
All right. Let's go eat. See you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.